What's up guys, Airsoft here. Today I decided to do a quick video on disassembly of the SA-C09 ETU edition and I'm gonna show the internals a little bit, so it's gonna be a quick video, right? So I'm just gonna start disassembling the gun. I'm gonna try to do it on video as much as I can. First of all, that. And when you want to remove that guy, right, you make sure you don't pinch those wires, right? So there we go. So inside there you have a screw. So you want to have a long Phillips head. Sorry, I didn't see shit. Now you have a screw with another piece in there. So you want to remove those. Tight as fuck. So come on, bro. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah, you have a little thing like that. So that's the place to put your wire in there. Right. So remove that. And that's one thing I hate about the guy. It doesn't have a sling mount on the back, right? So that's a little bit weird. Let's tighten them. Tight like that. It's so fucking long. Normally it's not that tight. It's not hard to remove that guy, but for some reason. What is this? It doesn't look a little bit of I'm gonna say that. You know, the milling on it is not really good. So anyway, so now you want to remove those two screws on the bottom here. Get access to your motor. On the side, keep your screw together. That's good. So now you want to remove those motor connector from there. Oop, oop. There we go. So now you have access to the Specna Arms advanced motors. No magnets in there, super weak motor, super basic, right? That have pin the shaft. Not good motor. So now let's see. You have 4 screws on there to yeah, you can see shit, right? Let me grab my fucking crazy flashlight. I'm gonna blind myself like crazy. Okay. So now you have 4 screws to remove in there, right? So you just want unscrew those. Okay, that's good. So now you want to manage your wires to go into those holes in there. Trying to not damage those motor connectors. So there we go, like this. So we have in the center that's the hole to your motor, and each side that's the holes for your motor connector. So there we go. So now I need to remove that guy here. There we go. So that looks like a 2 mil. 0.5. Oh. 0.5. Remove that. You have another pin right there to remove. Those pins are tight, man. You have a small teeth if you want on it, so that's really good. And you want to remove the last but not least the body pin, but you can remove the upper one if you want to. So you just want to move back the charging handle and lift it a little bit. So you get, because you have a lock right there. So already I can see. Oh, that's good. So I normally do that way. And you look if you see teeth. I see teeth in there, so I know I'm a bit too big. I'm really recommend for that. And everything is tight on that gun, that's good. There we go. Now you put your safety between semi and safe. And get that guy out. That's good, baby. Okay. Now you have access to your gearbox. You have a sticker that remove your warranty. So you know if you want to open that guy, you know, just make sure you know you're gonna remove your warranty. If anything goes wrong, that's it. So I'm gonna open it. So now you know. So this is a QD gearbox. So check that quick. Gonna try that one. Does the job. So there we go. So first thing first, you have no bearing on those on that spring guide. Strong spring, but short spring. So you know, those springs are a good tendency of going all the way like that. So now you have no tension, no nothing in your gearbox. You're good to go to assemble that guy. Those are just Phillips head, basic stuff, right? And then we're gonna have access to the internals and the Specna Arms. What's it called? C09. Cannot really see that blue grease in there. Not a big fan of that. But yeah, it works well, man. So sorry to say it's the bad grease, but I'm just not a big fan of that blue toothpaste kind of grease. But it looks like it does the job, right? So should not complain. Those are really good basic guns. Honestly, good basic gun. So you make sure everything is removed from there, and now you can process to open that guy. And if you are careful and you open it that way, as you can see, the sticker is still intact, so small tricks. I don't know if it will work because sometimes you destroy it anyway, but there you go. So here we can see the HAL ETU, you can see the small magnet inside there, and that's where it says where it cycles or not. I'm just gonna remove so that's pretty cool. Basic gears, right? Basic steel gears. They looks to be shimmed a little bit, so that's not too bad. A little bit of paste in there. And yeah, the adjustability is for back there, so you can adjust your trigger a little bit at least. That's cool. So it looks like they cut the tappet plate a little bit, but they added the layer, so okay, that's a way of doing things. So for a piston, you know, it's not the best plastic in the world, but you have 14.5 teeth piston head, you know, super basic, right? But it does the job because the compression is absolutely out of this world. You see it on the shooting portion of it. Basic plastic air nozzle, nothing crazy there. Cylinder head, you know, to be honest, it's, you know, like basic mono ring and brass and all that stuff, but those guys are really good, man. So you know, it's really hard to complain on those guys. And full cylinder, all aluminum, right? Super lightweight. A little bit of grease in there, not too bad. So now we can check the compression when it's fully closed. It's not representative of anything, you know, but it's perfect. So now you grab your tappet plate and you put it in the forward position, so that's where, you know, your gun shoots, right? And you test it, and it's not perfect, but you know, it's good enough. And you have perfect FPS anyway with that guy, because in the first video, if you see it, you know, it shoots really hot. So compression is there, no problem. So you know, a lot of grease in there, but not necessary where you want it, right? You know, there's it. So I think they just go like that and that's it, but yeah. So you know, like internally, I would say for that price tag, that's a solid, really solid gun. You know, like you can go wrong with that, with all the feature you have and all that stuff. You know, it's so fucking good. That's hard to complain, right? So it is what it is. I don't know why I didn't trigger it. So on the back, as you can see, you have your two switch. One tells that guy it's semi-auto, so after you shot one time it's stopped. The other switch tells it's for full auto. You know, if I'm into semi-auto, I'm right there. So I press one shift. If I'm full auto, I'm right there. So I press the two switch. So that's a really clever design, you know, a good way of doing an ETU in my opinion. But I can remove that. I'm a tech, so anyway, it's under warranty. But yeah, it's still, you know, basic, you know, it's still, you know, like you have that nice HAL ETU, but it's still, you know, basic internals. So if we go there, does it have a spring in there or what? Hello? No spring. So it's just on that guy, okay. So this is a good up, you know, nothing wrong with it. Specna Arms up, decent, really decent. And it's all the way. Now that we can see it, I'm gonna try to get a view on it, but you know, that's a good amount of up. So you should be able to have some pretty decent BBs with it. Gonna check the barrel. Looks clean. It looks good, man, to be honest. Not too dirty. Of course, if I start to clean it with alcohol, I'm gonna remove a lot of shit, but you know, it's really not that bad. So that's pretty much it for the internal. So you know, again, you know, at that price point, you know, of course you're not gonna have nothing crazy in there, but if you replace those compression parts, and I'm really surprised, man, that FPS with no bearing in there. It needs to be an M125 or M130, man, because that's just, I don't know, man. That's weird. The end of the barrel. I don't have a tape around it. Check that quick. So it looks like it is a 375, 380, something like that. And I buy a 410. So you know I'm gonna need to put something in there. Of course I know. I already knew that, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, so stay tuned for the video of the upgrade of the internals, because that gun is gonna be sick. It's gonna shoot nice, and then after that it's gonna be video of the external upgrade, which is gonna be cool too, man. You don't want to miss that. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So as always, guys, take care of yourself, shoot BBs, and have fun.